want to talk to us about ego because I've had so many women complain about their husband's ego. But what does ego really mean? Now, ego simply means a person's sense of self-worth, self-esteem, self-respect, or self-importance. From this definition, I have discovered three things about ego. 1, it is not only men who have ego, women also have it. I have seen women who know themselves. I have seen women who feel themselves. And then ego is not really a bad thing. What makes it bad is when you allow your ego to become more important to you than your marriage. And then what we call ego is actually pride. There are people who feel like they're more important than others. That is not ego, that is pride. I have seen men who treat their wives like trash. I've seen women who feel like they are too educated to submit to their husbands. Such people will always struggle in their marriages. Why? Because marriage is for the humble. Marriage is a place for service. If you want to succeed in your marriage, you must learn to humble yourself and serve your spouse regardless of how you feel about them. As a husband, you have obligations to your wife. And as a wife, you have obligations to your husband. Now, when you choose to ignore or to overlook your responsibilities or obligations because of how you feel about your spouse, I want to tell you that is pride and it will destroy your marriage. I know of men who will choose to come back late just to prove to their wives that they are the men. And I also of men who have been caught cheating. And when they try to ask them why they cheated, they said, I cheated because I'm a man. It's my right to cheat. I also know of women who deny their husband sex because they came back late. That is beyond ego. It is pride. For you to succeed in marriage, you are required to walk in love towards your wife, which means that you will have to lay down your pride or your ego and treat your wife with love and respect regardless of how you feel about her. Even you as a wife, you are required to submit to your husband no matter how you feel about them. The reason why so many of us are struggling in our marriages is this. We have put our self-worth, our ego, ahead of our relationship. It's like the way we want to feel is more important to us than our responsibilities towards our spouses. You need to learn to overlook, to ignore your feelings and focus on your obligations or responsibilities towards your spouse. When God asks us to treat our wives with love and as wives to treat your husbands with respect, He knows what He is saying. There are benefits when you do that, and then there are consequences when you refuse to do that.